Hey, it's me, Snipo here, and welcome back to another video. Now that I've actually pulled the VB's blue, or like the VB less blue, I wanted to show off this Fused Fighters team now after all those EZAs and shit came out. And just saying that this is looking juicy, not gonna lie. Let's look how this team performs in battle. Now, I will not have any I don't think that they're gonna struggle in any capacity in outside of special stage 1, because this team is just insane. There is no way they're gonna lose outside of special stage 1, and even special stage 1 they're probably gonna obliterate. Now let me explain the choices while we're doing this here, the team choices. So I picked the int G4 because I think he's really strong, okay, and because it activates AGL G4's intro if you have two GT heroes on characters on the team, so that's why I put him on. But yeah, overall this team is probably the best team in the game right now, or not probably, pretty much the best team. I mean, GT Heroes is the only thing that comes close, and I think they could become the best team with like another, like with like two more units that are like powerhouses. It would probably be the best team. But right now I think Fused Fighters is probably the best team. Or like, it's not probably, it is the best team. You know, I thought it was interesting to show off what this, because the attention on Fused Fighters was probably in part 1, but like now in part 2 it's even stronger than ever. Bro, I love this G4, man. Banger. And to be honest, usually I see hate on like characters for no reason. I haven't seen hate on G4 in G4 CCA. I haven't seen any hate. Even though people hate everything in G4 CCA, no hate. Like that's just the kind of guy he is. And he counters like the goat he is. Yeah, goated. Like I said, in G4 is looking really juicy for me, not gonna lie. Now, depending on how he performs in special stage 1, I might put him over VT, over int VT. I think that I would go that far actually. I like him that much. He's really good, especially like with GT heroes. He's abnormally, fathomably good. Yeah, and this guy is just, he dodges everything. Bro, this just wants me, this just makes me want a new Super Broly movie unit, because the animations are always goated. Like, come on, where is like a God Vegeta and a God Goku tag unit, bro? That would go hard. Yeah, I think like this would make sense. Having the gods on rotation with this guy. Just gonna make them shine as bright as ever. And tech Goku in slot 3 shouldn't be a problem. Because the thing that people don't realize is that this tech Vegeta and tech Gogeta are still the GOATs outside of special stage 1. The reason for that is because they build up crazy amounts of defense after supering. So if there's no AoE involved, they're still super strong and can tank pretty much everything. So yeah, outside of special stage 1, they're still very goated. That's why I would put them still high, because I think the other stages still count a little bit. Especially this, I think stage 4 is the second hardest one. behind stage 1, even though stage 1 is definitely a lot harder. I would say it's number 2 in the game right now. So I think those are the two most important battles right now. But in special stage 1, I've tested it, I've tried it. Tech Vegito and Tech Gogeta. Having both on your team, that's too risky. Having one, okay. Having both, and even only having one is still risky, because once they get super dead, or once they get hit by AoE, they could die. So yeah, very risky. But then when you live up to turn 5, you will demolish stage 1. But the problem is getting to turn 5 with this team, actually, because they will probably kill Rose before turn 5. Okay, he should lift this. He should lift this. Yeah, it's no problem. Like, after attacking, they become very tanky. The problem is just that the content is just countered. Like, the content is countering them and catering to the new units. Because the new units are good turn 1 and don't build up. While these are... They're all also good turn 1, but they're just not broken turn 1. So yeah, I think after this celebration, they will place higher again. I think like this would probably make... nah. I mean, they can probably tank a super... he's fine without the support still. And I'm just not comfortable with the G-Force in slot 2 right now. I didn't want to do that. Orb management fail. Yeah, that's why. Because they take that much from normals. I just think that after this GDC, we're gonna see the 10th years climb the ranks again. Because they're probably gonna do different content after this. I feel like this is a hyper-specific content for GDC to make them look as good as possible. But after this, we're probably gonna get more red zone-like stages that are like over 5 turns. Like 5, 10, 15 turns. We're probably gonna go back to that. So right now, they're low. You could argue them outside of the top 10. I think I would even argue them outside of the top 10. But after this celebration, they will probably shoot up again. The same way it was with Beast Gohan. Beast Gohan was like top 1, and then was only shortly dethroned when the content was like suited for a new character. But then he outaged that character that was better than him for a moment. So for example, Tech Gogeta was better than Beast Gohan, but Beast Gohan has outaged him. And then Tech Broly was better than Beast Gohan on release. Beast Gohan outaged him. So it always depends on the type of content that is the focus right now. And of course he counters like the Goaty is. 27 million casual. Nice. No links. 20 million, 55%. Let that sink in. He's so good, man. I think he's the best TR in the game right now. There are some people that say it's Texan, but nah. Texan ain't got nothing on this motherfucker. If he lives this. He doesn't live it. Fraud. Worst TR in the game. That's how I rank my units. Anyway, let's give it another try. It's unfortunate. Bro, I hate it. I always want to go to lows. Let's skip. We don't need to see the intros every time. Yeah, Ohio will be mine. Yeah. Okay. This is a better rotation, I think, because we start out with G4 in the first turn, and with the 7th year G4 as well. So yeah. But yeah, I still think in G4 is probably the best TOR in the game right now. Maybe AGL, Kid Goku, Hit, and Tao are better, but I don't have any of them, so I don't want to rank them. I don't want to rank characters that I don't own myself. So like it from the TORs that I possess, you know. I would say TORs in the game right now, number one, like the ones that I own, like I said, number one int G4, then Texan, and then physical VB. $50 mil. Casual. Casual. I think the 7th year G4 needs like 20 stacks to get that high. Or something like that. 15, 20 stacks to get that high. He just does this turn one. And he counters. He counters! Of course he does. Why wouldn't my goat counter? Why wouldn't he? That's why he is the GOAT. 29 million counter. That's what we like to see. And then he comes with his pitiful 18 million stack, 80 million stat, bro. Are you trying to make me cry? Are you trying to make me laugh? What are you doing? Nah, I still think he's goated, man. I love him. I love him. To be honest, I think that the 10th years are being slandered right now. I feel like so many people hate on them for no reason, bro. I love the 10th years, man. I want them to be good. I want to use them. I don't know when y'all switched up, but I never switched up on my day ones. I love the 10th year fusions. Okay? Let that be known. I have no agenda against them. Okay. I think this is the way to go again. Here we go again. I need to drink. I need to stay hydrated. This is also a reminder for you guys to stay hydrated. Drink water. Drink H2O. Don't dehydrate while playing Dokkan Battle. Many such cases. Or drink raw milk, but no energy drinks, no Soylent. Bro, imagine a redo. Imagine a redo of this unit, but as a tag one. Holy shit, that would be peak. Like, that is one of the top 10 tag units I want in the game. Should I do a video on top 10 tag units? I wanted to do that for a while. I want to do top 10 videos, but is it lame? A top 10 videos lame or is it cool? I like top 10 videos. I love top 10 videos, but I don't know. I feel like most people think it would probably be lame. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do it. Does this guy have guaranteed dodge? It feels like it, bro. Did he get hit once? Okay, counter. The thing with the counter is it's pretty much like a 70% dodge, but it also does damage, so it's better. We could pop the active skill. And it wouldn't make sense, actually. It would make sense. I think I'm gonna pop the active skill, actually. Let's see those beautiful animations. Oh! Showing Miss beautiful biceps, man. Oh. Bro, giving G4 a Dragon Fist is like one of the things I didn't know I need, bro. It makes so much sense. Like, just, like, once you see it, you're like, yeah, it just makes sense. But you never thought of it. Like, it was, oh my goodness. Like, who, bro, they cooked. They cooked so hard. And I cooked. Wait, 22 million turn 1. Damn. They usually take like 2 turns to get that high. $90 million, hell yeah. Okay, look at the health button dwindling as soon as he pops his active skill. That's just how goated he is. $73 million additional casual G4 activities. That's just how he rolls. And another one. Why not? Yeah, G4 is just the best unit in the game. There's no arguing. He's the best in the game. Nobody doesn't like him. Any counters that, yeah, he's just one of a kind. One of a kind. He's special. 55 million counter. What the fuck? That's crazy. 55 million. That's 165 million damage, by the way. Because you take it by ×3. Like that would be equivalent to a 165 million attack stat. Because it would actually be more damage because it was a crit, but hey. And if you are wondering why it said 98 million, because the bosses have damage reduction. So yeah. Okay, and he was hit. Fraud. I said it again and again. This guy's a fraud. Like barely number 10 contender. But yeah, that happens when he doesn't dodge. But basically, most unit get cooked by this guy's super attack once it's built up. So it's no shame to die to that. Okay. Anyway, I think we've seen enough. Let's go on to the real stage 1. Okay, here we are, bro. This piss ass, bitch ass stage, man. I had to re-roll the stage like 20 times because I kept getting G4 in slot 1. Like, what the hell? And what is this? What are these orbs, bro? What are we doing here? Come on, bro. That's better. But yeah, I just hate the turn 1 locking mechanic. Like, it just pisses me off. I have to rerun the stage like a million times just because a character that is designed to be slot 2 or 3 gets locked in slot 1. At that point, what am I supposed to do? Unless, like, there's nothing I can do because that unit is designed to be slot 2 or 3. Like, what? And to be honest, I think the stage would be plenty hard enough without the locking mechanic. Just saying. And to be honest, the locking mechanic wouldn't be so infuriating if it didn't target slot 1. I'm gonna be honest, if they did, like, they can slot the second or third, or they can lock the second or third slot, but not the first slot, it would just not be as annoying, to be honest. And it would still, like, hinder you in what you can do. So here we got really lucky with the AoE coming at the end, because it doesn't face the tech Goku. Is he gonna tank the... I'm not sure actually. And he tanks it, okay? He like I said, they tank after attacking. They tank easily. Look at this, not even taking any damage. That was just because it was true type advantage. That was true type disadvantage for the G4, bro. What the fuck? For the Tech Gogeta. Tech Vegeta. Not Gogeta, that's a different kind of guy. Yeah, but this turn, like, this turn is just invincible. You cannot kill, like, there's no way you can kill this turn. No way in hell. Unless the VBless decides to lock out and not dodge. But he won't do that. Hey, this is actually canonical. Yeah, this team is more consistent in the event, but I think the GT Heroes is able to beat it easier, if that makes sense. Like, the GT Heroes team has a higher ceiling in this event, because if you have 2 G4s, you just solo this. Because the damage is just too crazy. And that's why I still think damage is key. Because you can just kill these motherfuckers before they become a problem. He doesn't counter, but actually that might be a good thing. Because that means that Rose's attack does not increase. Ra ra ooh la la, na na ooh la la. Sorry guys, but I'm a little sing bird. Sing bird. Okay, yeah, I think this is good because we have, yeah, they have the damage reduction up. It's okay. We could probably kill in this turn. Probably. Who knows? But yeah, the 7th years are really solid, really good. To be honest, I might put the tag gods above Omega. The thing with Omega is, it's still slot 1 with that team. I know they have the tag cinch and run, but that doesn't solve the slot 1 issue. I hope that they make the baby LR for part 3 a slot 1 unit. Because then Omega Shenron's team would actually be really solid because you'd have 2 slot 1 units. Okay, it might actually not be this turn because they don't do any damage, bruh. Bruh. But to clarify, because I know some people will take that as like an argument or whatever, because we've seen some characters getting caught in, like, especially stage 4 and stuff like that. Every character can be caught in these stages, so when they get caught, that's not really on them, to be honest, because every character can be caught, and as you can see, that character got caught. So yeah, even with the best team in the game, you still can get caught in these stages. Let me try again. Okay, that's a good turn 1. It's actually very good because we have AGL G4 on rotation with the 7th year G4. And it seems like the 7th year G4 is actually locked, which is the best case scenario here. No! Fuck it. Now we have to go that route, man. That was accidental. That's also something I hate about this stage, bro. I sometimes just forget to lock Samasu. But let's see what happens if we go for Rose. Can we kill him before anything happens? Okay, he supers before we attack him. That is goated. That is actually goated. But let's see if we can take him down beforehand. Because that was just an accident, but hey. Let's see if it was a happy little accident. I mean, they don't really do any damage, but AGR-G4 is gonna be doing all the damage. I think the strategy would actually work the best on the GT Heroes team. If you start out with like the rotation of 2 AGL G4s plus the 7th year G4, they could probably demolish Rose in like 1 or 2 turns. 69. Ha 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 ha. So funny. So funny. It's so funny. Yes, yes, yes. It's so funny. There are just look at the damage, bro. It's insane. Insane. Insanity. 19 mil casual, casual. Not another additional. Yeah, he got caught by the super. That would have happened to most of the game though. That was an error on my part, and I won't hold that to the units, man. Because I am not delusional. It was my error not targeting Samasu. I feel like, man, I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. You can, like, it can happen, man. It do be happening to the best. The universe best, better than the rest. They get their own. Anyway, this is a better. I hope this is a better round. It seems like it. This seems like a really good rotation. Rose is probably gonna super after G4, which would be nice with the counter. Well, actually, it wouldn't be because it's Rose, so no. Yeah, just look at that health bar dwindling. And this is not even peak G4, bro. On GT Heroes, this guy would absolutely demolish him. He would brutally molest him. Okay, good. He doesn't super. That's actually best case scenario here. Okay, a million supers like always. Which I don't mind because I love these. These are probably the super animations I've seen the most, because my most played with units are the 7th years. Okay, I think both of them are like number 1 and 2. I know that the Super Saiyan 4s are number 1, and then closely behind that is are the gods. I think the reason for that was because during the 7th year, I didn't have a lot of the units that would work with the gods well. I had like all the good GT Heroes units that would work with the 7th year or like with the Super Saiyan 4s. So that's why I ran them more, I think. And because I'm a G4 fan. Nah, bro. Nah. This would just get us killed. I'm gonna Ghost Usher this. This would just get us killed. There's no way I'm gonna do this. Fuck. No. Fuck no, baby. But yeah, it's the trouble if you get those slot 1, they would just get brutally molested by the enemy. There's no way. There's no way it would have left. And I don't want to repeat this stage just to figure out the inevitable truth that he would have not left that. But yeah, that's why I think slot 1 locking is just stupid. Because, like, what the hell was I supposed to do there unless die? And there's no skill involved in there, none whatsoever, because I couldn't even foresee this. Like, how could I foresee that he's gonna be slot 1 in that turn? There's no way to manipulate that or anything. It's just luck. Straight up luck. That's why I think slot 1 locking is trash. Slot 2 or 3 locking, I have nothing against that. That would make sense. There would be some, like, it would be a little bit harder and stuff like that. But it wouldn't completely rule out any form of strategy. Because I feel like people equate, like a hard stage that, even if it's unfair, with skill. No, it's not skill. It's just luck, this stage. I mean... yeah. I think this is the better scenario, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the gods will probably not live once the rose builds up. So that's why I want to target Zamasu with them first, because G4 is going to kill them, and the STR VB list could probably tank him. Or like a dodge, I mean. So yeah, I mean, look at this, already taking damage from normals. There's no way they would have lived. There's no way. Fuck no, baby. And then they can also get some more stacks, and that's also always nice. Never say no to stacks. Oh, by the way, I love stacking units, man. I don't know where they hate for, like, why people hate them. Always, since they've been introduced to the game, like, since we got, like, the first stacking units, I always loved stacking units. I always loved units that built up in general. You know, that's why I loved the third year Worldwide Download Celebration transforming Goku and Frieza units, because it would be just so fun to use them in battle, and they would just continuously get stronger. Yeah. I mean, they would have died either way. At the end or at the beginning, because yeah, the rose would have gotten damage. So yeah, this stage is just a lot of RNG. Let's be honest. There, even with the best of best units, you can still get caught in this event. This is what a lot of people fail to see or fail to realize. That no matter what units you put in here, they all have a chance to get caught and get completely demolished. I mean, taking 72k from the AoEs is not too bad, to be honest. I know that the AGL Vegeta takes about 2 or 3 times that from the AoEs. So he's definitely way more likely to get caught at the beginning. 50 mil. Casual, light work. No reaction. I mean, the Samasu's gonna have a reaction, and the reaction is this health bar dwindling. But yeah, it's crazy that anybody doubted this G4, bro. I've seen, like, people on Twitter saying, like, he's undertuned or whatever. Like, bro, what? And then I see screenshots of them, like, oh, he takes 200k normals in battle stage 1. And then it's like, they have only targeted Rose, and that's why he's taking damage. It's like, yo, bro, if you're an idiot, the game cannot play itself. I mean, it can play itself for you, but the units cannot take away skill issues. There's some. The thing is, I don't think there's skill in this game too crazy. I think there's like knowledge that definitely helps you. I mean, knowledge can definitely help you, and I would rather say skill relies within knowledge. So, for example, you have like tools that can calculate your defense or how much damage you take from attacks, which can influence your decisions, and that, which definitely could be considered skill based. But yeah, I would say that the skill is rather like how much knowledge you possess over the game. But I feel like the skill has a minimum variance in how good you are. It's just like that you can completely fuck yourself over with very high skill issues, you know what I mean? If you play like an absolute dumbass motherfucker, of course that's gonna hinder like your winnability. But if you play like an average guy, like a normal guy, you cannot really get much better. I would say much better results. Also, it kind of depends on the team. There are some teams where it's more situational and dependence. Like, for example, slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, shit like that. Okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's actually really good. Okay. Perfect. Perfect! I've ran out, all out of liquid. After this video is done, I will drink some more liquid. Because my throat is dry as hell from talking, from yapping all this time. For using my yapnology for this long. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of oh no, that makes it seem like I hate it, but the thing I want to say is like that I'd rather that dodge came in clutch. I'm rather a fan of longer form content, I'm gonna be honest. I know there's some people that hate it, but personally, me, I just like longer form content. I want both to exist in the game at the same time. I think both can coexist. But yeah, I don't want like Festival of Battles kind of length. Hell no. But when I'm talking longer form content, I'm talking like 10, 15 turns. That is, in my opinion, for me, the sweet spot. But I think multiple forms of content should exist, like 5 turns, 10 to 15 turns. Definitely. And to be honest, these stages are not really hard to implement, I would say. They could just copy and paste like a lot of stuff and then give us long form content. I mean, they do it with the boss rushes and shit. So, hey. Nice. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Hell yeah. So close to killing him, man. What the hell? Okay. Should I pop the active? Should I pop the active, guys? Yeah. Let's do it. Why not? Let's see that beautiful active skill animation. Oh, look at his hair waving, bro. Oh, the aura. Like his aura is literally like he has aura. Look at this. Like his actual aura is crazy. Bro, if we're talking about Dragon Ball auras, this guy top 5 auras, bro. Cause that is just majestic. You know, UI is also on there. I would consider maybe who has also a crazy aura. Like maybe like Rose or Gogeta Blue. But yeah. Okay. And then this guy will focus on Samasu. Get some healing, could never hurt. Okay, here. Come on, dodge. I mean, they're probably gonna dodge, but yeah. So close, just because that motherfucker decided to heal, man. Pissing me off. And if we get a counter on Rose after this, bro, that would be juicy. Because I don't... I hope it doesn't... the super attack doesn't target the year 7th. The Super Saiyan Force, man. That would suck. Bruh, come on. I like the noise they do when they fly around. So goofy. Bruh. Yeah, I know. Skill issue. You shouldn't have popped the active. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna skip to when I beat the stage again just for the video. See you guys. Okay, here we are. This is literally the next try. And it's looking good, but yeah. I think I'm gonna transform the gods. Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And then I'm probably gonna pop Vegeta's active. I could pull up Vegito, but he didn't get any defense stacks, and that's a no-go. I think he's just gonna... He would just get brutally molested by Rose. But yeah, like this, you should really be immune to any damage. Not to any damage, but you shouldn't be killed. To be honest, using the tech video kinda wants me to... Makes me want to go back to Festival of Battles. Bro, bro. Of course he supers, man. Of course slot 1 super, bro. Of course. Yeah, of course. Fuck this stage. I'm not gonna do it. That was the showcase. You've seen what they can do. Fuck that stage. I don't want to do it again. See you guys in the next video. Bye, like, subscribe.